Hi, my name is John Shelley, and I'd like to introduce you to a great new radio segment called Tidbits. Tidbits is a 90-second factoid program delivered to you fully produced and ready for broadcast 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year. Because of its quiz-type formatting, listeners will quickly begin to recognize the audio hook at the start of the program, focus their attention on the question, and anxiously await the answer while you play the sponsorship spot. You can sign up for Tidbits in one of two formats. You can play it straight up with the question, the spot, and the answer, or you can use it as a live call-in contest. Let me first play you an example of how it would sound straight up. Tiny tastes of trivia to tantalize your Trivonium. That's Tidbits. I'm sure you know that Neil Armstrong was the first person to walk on the moon in July of 1969, but do you know who was the last? Was it Buzz Aldrin, Alan Shepard, Harrison Schmitt, or Eugene Cernan? The answer after this. This is the donut where you'd place your sponsorship spot.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Those famous words are the words of Neil Armstrong, the first man to step foot on the lunar surface back in 1969. Only 3 short years later, in 1972, Apollo 17 made the final manned trip to the moon with Eugene Cernan, Ronald Evans, and Harrison Schmitt on board. It was the 11th Apollo mission and the 6th trip to include a lunar landing. Ronald Evans, the pilot for the command module, remained in orbit around the moon while Schmitt and Cernan bounced around the dust and conducted their scientific experiments. So who was the last guy to step off the moon's crust? It was Commander Cernan. He was the final astronaut to board the lunar module that day and therefore holds the honor. His final words as he glanced around that strange new world?
We leave as we came, and God willing as we shall return, with peace and in hope for all mankind. Godspeed the crew of Apollo 17.
I'm John Shelley for Tidbits. Tidbits comes with a built-in sponsor which you can play in the donut or replace, provided that you play our sponsor one time during the same day between the hours of 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. The second format works as a call-in quiz show. You play the question and then invite your audience to call in. It might sound something like this.
Okay, I'll take caller number 8 on our listener line and we'll test your Trivonium and give you a chance at the $1,000 grand prize.
Tiny tastes of trivia to tantalize your Trivonium. That's Tidbits. Captain Jack Sparrow. Well, Johnny Depp, actually, has a rather interesting history. And as a child, he was allergic to something. What was it? Chocolate, peanuts, garlic, or pineapples? The answer after this. After playing the sponsorship, you come back and ask the caller for their answer. Then you play the second half of the program to see if they got it right.
All right, Mary, you say the answer is chocolate. Let's see how you did.
He has graced the big screen in movies since 1984, when he played Glenn Lance, the heroine's boyfriend in A Nightmare on Elm Street. Johnny Depp is married now, but he was engaged 4 times before that. Sherilyn Fenn, Kate Moss, Jennifer Grey, and Winona Ryder all wore his ring before he met his current wife, and so in love with her did he fall that he actually learned how to speak French so he could converse with her parents. At last count, he had 13 tattoos, with one of them reading, Wino Forever. Now, it's not because he's a drunk, but rather because it used to read Winona Forever, and he had it altered. Back in 1994, he was arrested for trashing a hotel room in New York City. The story he gave when the police showed up? He said an armadillo was in his closet, wrecked the room, and leapt out the window. He really loves his 2 children, saying once that his daughter, quote, is the only reason to wake up in the morning, everything else is checkers. And when he was a child, his Halloween celebrations must have been a bit sad as he was allergic to chocolate. I'm John Shelley for Tidbits. What you want to do after this is up to you. All entrants can be entered into our grand prize drawing, and additionally, you can give away a $10 gift certificate from our sponsor once per day. Tidbits is written to be lighthearted and amusing, regardless of your audience demographics. Topics will include sports, science, history, news, entertainment, world records, funny events, and other fascinating tidbits of information. Stations that subscribe to The Tidbits Show have no problem selling the sponsorship at a premium rate, and since you'd be part of a national contest, the grand prize will always be substantial and very enticing. There's no cost to you. All you have to do is sign up, and we'll start sending you The Tidbits Show right away. If you have any questions about this program, please visit our website, thetidbitshow.com, and click on the syndication link at the bottom of the page. Thanks for listening, and I hope to hear from you soon.